exactly. This is an eightplex.
Yeah. Where is it?
That's an eightplex right by Audubon. This is a fourplex.
Okay.
So each of them kind of have an interesting story. That's an eightplex. You can just run the numbers. You know,
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay.
Actually, Trey put that together.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Every Monday, we spool up to get that rent up. Dude, this is landlord heaven, man. This is my passion. I have loved real estate since I was 5 years old, and I would drive around with my dad in the car. My dad would be him and my mom would look at houses. Oh, look at that, look at that. Oh, look how big that house is. Oh, look at the one on the lake. All I knew was that real estate had something to do with freedom. I don't know. I didn't know anything. I just knew, man, people that end up with money, all the rich people in where I grew up had the best real estate. Mm-hmm. And I must admit, I was blessed with the I want to be rich seed. It's in my DNA, like Jordan Zimmerman and Gary Vaynerchuk say. It's in my DNA. I want to be rich. I want that money, guala guala.
And you know what? For me,
Captain Ryan's in the house. That's his voice.
So good to see you today, Grant. So good to see you.
So good to see you.
You know, when we went and walked that deal this weekend,
yeah,
it's that feeling that you get that makes you. Are we live right now?
Dude, we are live.
I mean, it's that feeling that you get when you go and walk real estate. It just makes you feel a certain way.
Okay. Natalie's talking to people. Robert's talking to John. John's talking to Katie. Katie's talking to Robert.
Oh, we're all good.
We got a lot of stuff going on, folks. Got a lot of stuff going on, but that has nothing to do with you. What I'm going to do for you today is give you the information you need to make the money you deserve. That's right. That's right. Okay?
15 seconds till we start the show.
Wow. 15. We're going to blow up here in a second.
Hey, you know why I picked real estate though, Grant?
Why?
It's because I didn't understand stocks and bonds and mutual funds. You know, it was so simple that my uncle explained it to me like he could explain to like a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, I was 10 years old and you explained to me, I actually understood it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, that's the thing about it, you know?
It's like...
You don't have to be a genius.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking today about little deals that make big money. Big money, big money, big money. Wow, he's in a countdown mode right now, but not sure he is.
How big can you think? How big can you think?
Want to grab my computer?
Yeah, I would love to.
How big can you think? Can you think big? Welcome to Monday, Real Estate Investing Made Simple. You can call us at 305-865-8668. Got a lot of eights in my numbers. 305-865-8668. Love that 8. You know why I like the 8 so much? Because it does this.
Yep, I know exactly why. Infinity.
Infinite, man. You know what this reminds me of? Cash flow. We got that noise, that sound we use around here? Cash flow, ding dong. Who's at the front door? Every time that door rings, I get paid today. Different than that house that you live in. Today we're going to be showing you how to take little deals and turn them into big deals. Probably one of the biggest questions I get in comments here or on YouTube, okay? You can post them right there in Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you're watching. If you're on iTunes or Stitcher, please ask your questions. One of the biggest questions I get is, I got it this morning, Grant, I got an 11-unit deal. Is that big enough to buy? Now, that is the right question. The reason why I suggest that you start with bigger deals than 2, 4, 8, or 10 units and stay in the 16 range. I'd prefer you to be at 32. The reason I say that to you is because of the cash flow that it produces. You need enough cash flow. You need enough cash flow. Okay, let me just bring in my magic $1 million real estate board. Okay, see, 4 units at $400 a month is $1,600, right? I mean, look, it's just, if you keep 100% of it, it's taken away from your job. You understand? If you have no debt, no expenses, never have to fix anything, it stays full all the time. The problem with this is 4, not this and not this. That's the problem. Okay, now, if I was going to do a 4-unit deal, which, by the way, I could do, but your intention would not be to do it for cash flow, which is the number one. We did a private webinar for our accredited investors that are investing with me in Cardone Capital on Saturday night. The number one criteria to me buying property is cash flow. I'm not looking at anything except the cash flow. Okay, it's got to be in a good location. It's got to be a good property. I mean, there's other things that go into the science, but the only reason I'm buying the property is cash flow. Knowing over time, I get big A over time. Time gets me the A. Okay, A is what? Appreciation. It's going to go up in value over time. Even if it doesn't, I get cash flow. You get it? If it goes down in value, okay, and I get cash flow, I'm still good. So if it goes down, by the way, I've had property go down in value, but I wasn't a seller. I don't sell when it goes down. I sell when it goes up. You get it? Cash flow is the reason I buy real estate. Now, that being said, for those of you out there that don't have a lot of money to start, you're like, dude, I can only buy a 4-unit deal. You would not buy it for cash flow because there won't be any. Well, yeah, Grant, we're making on this deal, Grant, $1,600 a month. It's costing us $1,000 and we make $600. $600 is still not worth your headache, okay? It's just not any money. Oh, yeah, Grant, that'll pay my health care. That's all it's going to pay. It will not be worth it, man. If it's $600 you need, just get better at the job you have, right? If it's $600 you need, don't go buy something, go beg on a street corner. I guarantee you in every city in America, I can show you somebody earning $600 a day, much less a month. On a street corner, they go out, they get in their little the Maxima, their little Camry, they drive over, they park the car. Before they get out, they make themselves look dirty and they work a corner. Homeless, they put in some fake teeth. Can you help me? I need a nickel. I need a quarter. Can you give me some food? Right? So look, now let me show you the play here though. If you're going to do small deals, change your goal. Okay? Because if I was starting today, if I was 20 years old, 25 years old, I'd have to go look at small deals. I don't know anything. Nobody's going to really trust me to invest with me. So I would go buy a 4-unit deal to do what? Because I want to drive that rent up right there. And what I would do is my goal would be to get that to an $800 a month rent and then sell the property. Right? So I'm going to give you some deals today. You can call me if you have a deal, 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. If you call in and we're busy, it's because, frankly, this is the most popular show on Monday anywhere there is a show. Okay, today's show ain't got nothing on us. Matt Lauer, come on, man. What you teaching people today? You're reporting what happened over the weekend, and I'm showing how people can have the rest of their life as a weekend, boy. Now watch what happens here. These $800 a month rents now produce $3,200, okay? If you were operating it for $1,000, now you're making $2,200 a month. By the way, it's time to sell. It's not time to keep it. Times 12 is 22,000 plus 44 is 22. It's $26,400. Okay. I'm making up these numbers. Everything is made up. Now I can sell that for a 7 cap. I don't know what I paid over here, but it wasn't much, right? But you see, somebody's going to buy that because of the return. So if I could find a dentist that's willing to get a 8% return, $26,400 divided by 0.08. Somebody's going to pay me $330,000 for that property. Okay? In this scenario, if I'm earning $400 a month rent, I probably paid $40,000 a unit. I probably paid $160. I mean, that's just basic math. Is a 10 multiplier. I probably paid $160. I doubled my money over here. When you come back from break, I'll walk you through the numbers so that you don't wonder.
Want to learn how to invest in real estate like Grant Cardone, but you don't have the cash to invest yet? Reach out to Chris Root and his team where he will show you how to invest in real estate to build cash without credit or much money by learning how to wholesale real estate. We'll show you the right way to build cash so you can invest in multifamily apartments and other real estate investments like Grant Cardone. Sign up now at chrisrood.com. That's chrisrood.com. There's only one company you need to know in telecommunications, and that's Bullfrog. Bullfrog is so advanced and so in the future, you don't even need a desk phone anymore to run a business. Integrate right now with what you and your employees already pay for, their cell phone. Run an entire business from there, from group chat to monitoring to call forwarding, and we will guarantee that you never experience a drop call again. You can save an extra $60,000 a year with Bullfrog and the plans that they have for your company. And for your free trial, go to bullfrog.net. That's bullfrog.net for your free trial of this outstanding service. Go to bullfrog.net for your free trial right now. 20 years of experience in the real estate game, Cash Now PA is the place to go for buying homes for all cash with no fees, any condition with BBB accreditation. Ray Abood, owner of Cash Now PA, has been helping customers get in and out of homes, creating better spaces for living, and making a difference in local communities with the focus on buying homes, all cash, no fees with any condition. Also be BBB accredited. Visit cashnowpa.com. That's cashnowpa.com to get started.
Welcome back to Real Estate Investing Made Simple with your boy Grant Cardone. I'm here for you. I want to get you in this game of investing in real estate. For 30 years now, I've been buying property around the United States. These are large multifamily complexes. You can see them all at cardonecapital.com, cardonecapital.com. If you're a big hitter out there, if you're making a couple $100,000 a year, you got $1 million worth of net worth, and you want to invest with me, go to cardonecapital.com. You can see some of these big deals that we're purchasing. These are $40 million, $30 million, $80 million, $100 million deals that we basically go into and look at it like a little deal, like you would a little deal if you're getting started. And before I went back from break, I gave you a deal. Here's a deal, 4 units, $160,000. Okay, to buy this deal, you're going to probably need what? How much down? No, you could buy it with 5% if you live in one of them. $8,000, I could live in this deal. So basically, you're buying deals on a budget, which is not the way to buy a deal. But if you were going to buy a deal, a little deal, the name of the show is Little Deals Make Big Money. You do not stay in this deal. This deal is a flip. This is we got to come up with they call it flip tail. We need to call it flip units or flipper. Let's come up with a good name right now. We'll just make it up. It's all made up anyway, folks. Call it flipper. Somebody give me a good name for this. Let's come up with a good name for flip. Yeah, flipping apartments. Okay, I'm flipping for cash, flipping for income.
Flipper Nation?
Nah. Flipping income, okay? See, my dad taught me, he's like, hey, don't play with money. My grandfather said, don't ever go anywhere with 1/4, boy. You could lose it. And that's where I got the idea, don't buy just 3 or 4 units. You want 40 quarters or you want 4 quarters? You want 4,000 quarters or you want 4 quarters? You understand? Now, if you're going to play the 4-unit deal, you're going to be able to get a 5% loan. It's a great way to get a loan on a deal. You go live in one of them or tell them you are and then rent them all. Okay? This deal will produce $19,000 a year at $400 a month rents. I think my math is right. If it's off a little bit, it's because I'm not doing it with a calculator. I did it by hand. It would still make the numbers real, okay? If I'm off by a couple $100, it's not going to change anything, okay? This thing produces $13,000. I get a loan on that, okay? I get a loan on that. Can you give me the math on that? $160,000, $152,000. I finance $152,000. And then I'm going to go in there.
$9,100.
Okay, so this is $9,100 in debt, okay? So this thing's going to make about $4,000 a year. Mm-hmm. It's not worth it. Why is it worth it? Because it's only $4,000 a year. But I could use $4,000 a year. Then you need to go listen to Dave Ramsey's advice, okay? Look, if you keep chasing $4,000, you are going to be freaking prisoner on this planet for the rest of your life. All that has to happen is this Obamacare thing, the healthcare insurance thing blow up, and your freaking insurance spikes overnight from $400 to $1,000. Boom, you're wiped out. You got to think different. This is what I tell everybody. Look, think different when you play this game than the job you have. The job you got was, I got to get a started job. I got to get some income. I got to pay my bills, right? No. That's not what you're doing here. You're investing money to make money. So let's get some money made. Go in there, take the 4 units, fix them so that you can take the rents from 400 to 800 and watch what happens to this property. Do not keep this property. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to do a flip. A version of flipping with apartments, with numbers. I'll come up with the right name here in a second. $3,200 a month, $38,000 a year, $10,000 in expenses, $28,000 brings me to a value of $405,000 if somebody wants a 7% return. Okay? If they want an 8% return, I take this number, 28.4, and I'm gonna take your calls, divided by 8, and that's 355, okay? So basically I'm selling to an investor now, okay? And I go to an investor and say, look, you can earn 8% on your money. I've done all the work. I fixed the roof, fixed the plumbing, fixed the kitchens. Oh, how much did you spend? I spent $80,000 on it, okay? So now my price is what? 160. Sorry, 160 plus maybe you spent 80 grand on it, okay, to fix it. That's 10,000 a unit. No, 20,000 a unit. You couldn't spend that much. I'm sorry, right? You agree, Robert?
Yeah, 10 grand a unit max.
Let's say you spent $40,000 on it. You got another loan. Maybe you put that money on a credit card. I don't know. You got to think creatively here, but you need to think about how to get out of this thing. You hear me stomp my foot?
Yeah.
That means we're pressing on the gas. Okay. 200,000. I got 200 grand in it. I sell it for 355. I pick up 155. I put 40 grand. No, I put 8,000 down. Okay. Plus the 40,000 I put down, I turned $48,000 into how much?
You sold it for 355?
Yeah, let's say I sold it for 355. Let's say I sold it for 300.
$252.
I put $8,000 down when I bought it. I put $40,000 down in debt.
So
Okay,
48,
I owe 152 on it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I end up with 200.
200.
I make $155,000 on an $8,000 down payment. Pow! Now what do? I get my money. This is where you guys screw up, man. You never get your money. This is what you do. You get your money. I wish I had a board. I wish I could turn this around and write on the back.
31%.
I get my 150, okay, and I go buy a $600,000 apartment deal. A real apartment deal. It's got to have 10 units. Still not in the game, you understand? So probably not going to do that. I'm going to probably go flip another deal. But what I'm trying to do is get cash. Everybody tells me, man, I want to do the big deals, Grant. Why? Why do you want to do big deals? Because you know big deals have cover. You got cover, right? You don't go to a war with one gun. Okay, if you know you're going in, you're like, dude, that's why we don't have a lot of wars anymore, because the U.S. military's got so much equipment. They're like, we're going home. That's why China this weekend showed their they showed their fleet. They're trying to say, hey, dude, don't play here. We got 1 billion people. We could kill off freaking 40% of them.
Yeah.
Right? So you need cover, right? That's why this Cardone Capital, what I'm doing right now, people are coming, investing with me because they're like, you got 4,000 units, you go to 8,000 units, you go to 12,000 units, right? 4,000 units, I have more cover, I have more vacancy than you see on the board. My vacancy occupancy, okay, is more than the income of this little deal. Now, that being said, you got to start somewhere. You should be starting somewhere, but you need to get in, you need to fix your deal, okay? You need to get out, find a seller. Which brings me to how complicated this can be. It's very, very simple, but it can be complicated. Where do I find a deal? How do I fund the deal? How do I turn the deal? Who's going to fix the kitchens? Oh, don't you have a job right now? That's right, you do. You do have a job. So this is full-time, folks. This is not passive income. Anybody telling you, oh, you're going to do this and it's easy, it's bullshit, okay? Ain't nothing easy unless it's just not real. Okay, we'll come back for break. We're going to take your questions. I got to know what's on your mind, why you're doing it, why you're not doing it. Show me your deal. I'll make sense of it, or we'll make some real money with it. One of the two.
Okay, what do we have?
It takes motivation, trial and error, and a decision to be successful. Drive is required. It's time to get it right. Franchising is listed by Grant Cardone as one of the ways to become a millionaire. Let the experts at FranFinders be with you every step of the way as your partner finding, buying, selling, and promoting franchises. With over 10 years experience, FranFinders is the company to help get set up with franchising, to help you get set up with owning your own franchise and finding a franchise that's right for you. Visit franfinders.com. That's franfinders.com to get started with your search today. Make 6 to 7 figures overnight as an expert in your industry. Monetize your knowledge, monetize everything you work for, and make it work for you. Russell Whitney, expert in knowledge monetization, has worked with some of the largest brands, Robert Kiyosaki, Tony Robbins, Kevin Harrington, and George Foreman, in building out content that made them kings of their space. Scale your business to a 9-figure brand, sell from stage, create events, build a sales team, and get moving right now on your greatest expansion in business yet. Visit RussellWhitney.com. That's RussellWhitney.com to get started.
Welcome back to Real Estate Investing Made Simple. Today, what have we accomplished? I took $8,000, turned it into $150,000. That's a 20x, 16x return, right? 17x, 17x return. I put the $40K on my credit card just to renew what we did here. I put the $40K in rehab on somebody's card. I don't know, mom, dad, don't even give me the money, mom. Put $40K on your credit card, okay? Well, my credit card can't take $40K. Put it on 2 credit cards. She's got 2 of them, okay? You got to get creative here, okay? Now, what are you going to do, though? Get out. Get out. Do not be in this deal. Why? Captain Ryan, why do I not want to stay in this deal now that we've made money?
It's only 4 units and your return on equity is...
It's a dead deal.
Yep.
It's only 4 units, okay? Time will not make it into 400 units, okay? Appreciation is not 4 units, and 100 years from now, it's still 4 units, right? Appreciation is it goes up in value. And you don't want 4 units to go up in value. You want, when you get the big lift, you want there to be volume. I always talk about, if you're going to find a job that's got margin. They're beefy deals. There's a beefy deal, by the way. But you need volumes. You need it to happen a lot, right? Why is Apple a great company? They sell a lot of phones. They're going to come out with this 8 and they're going to just kill it. Why is Amazon Jeff Bezos the richest man in the world right now? He's making something on he's making a little tiny squeeze on every transaction. Why does Goldman Sachs make so much money? Because they get money from the whole world. You understand? You need volume. This is what they don't teach you in school. You went to algebra, trigonometry, and accounting. Nobody teaches you anything about volume and margin and the value of time. We do this show every Monday, man. If you love the show, please post something in comments. Post how much you love your Uncle G. I'm that uncle that will give you good advice without touching you in those funny places. Let's take a caller. 6. Vincent, tell me your situation or tell me your deal. Hope you guys took a picture of this today, by the way. Screenshot of this, because this is sick. Go ahead.
Hey, Grant. Hey, I got a deal here I'm looking at. Really excited to bring to you. It's at $985,000 is the ask. The NOI, $73,858. We're showing, on the trailing 12, we're showing gross expenses, $59,212.
Okay, give me the NOI again.
So it's 18 units.
$73,858.
Now, I like that. I like that he's spending $858. So it sounds like a legit, either that or a very, very smart seller. Okay?
Right.
They want 985. How many units we got?
18.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to ask you is, do you love the property?
I do.
Good. That's good. I want to love that thing when I buy it.
Yeah.
You know, they say there's no shortage of land, no shortage of property, but like if you take a weekend and go look at property, it's going to feel like there's plenty of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That people are like, there's a shortage of land. Really? Why don't you drive through the Midwest? Why don't you get in my plane and fly over the freaking Midwest with me? Let's go over Texas, okay, and see if there's a shortage of land. Oh, they're not making any more of it. Really? They don't need to make any more, dude. We hadn't inhabited what we got, okay? So I'm going to take this deal.
This is the way the deal looks, too.
Oh, love the deal. That's why. What's the location like?
Oh, man, it's a mile between the highway that runs north and south, and then a mile from the highway that runs east and west.
Yeah, that's not the answer I was looking for.
It's a low crime, kind of up and coming. It's kind of like a smaller setting, but great schools, like all the things that people want to rent in.
Okay, that's the answer I'm looking for. Not a mile from one highway, a mile from another. However, that does tell me you're going to have to spend a little more money in advertising to get people off that highway. I'd prefer to be as close to that highway exposure as possible. By the way, the tenants are going to be like, it's a little noisy on the highway. Look, I need road exposure. My best properties have the lowest expenses when we have road exposure. So maybe it is a little noisy. I hear cars, I hear money, right? I see big trees.
Got it.
Has it got big trees on it?
I don't think, no.
I love big trees. Big wood, dog. Big wood, big trees mean big money, baby. Okay? You agree with that, Captain Ryan?
Absolutely.
Big trees always make money if there's big trees on a property. Okay? Now, all that being said, these are the little things I do, okay? 8 cap, is that how you have it figured?
Yep.
8% return. That means if he pays cash for this deal, where are you going to get your debt from?
I got 3 guys going in.
Oh, 3 of you guys. Are y'all going to pay cash?
Me and 2 others.
Are you going to pay cash for it?
Yeah, me and 2 others.
Well, how much money do you have, dude? Because I'm going to show you a little thing right now that you might want to reconsider. How much money do you have?
I've got 70.
Oh, you got 70 grand.
Yeah, so I'm the low end of the down.
Oh yeah, you the bitch in the deal.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to pay cash. Why are you guys going to pay cash, man? Don't pay cash for this thing, okay? What you guys should do is I'll ante up 70 grand. I'm going to show you how to become an equal partner in the deal. How about that?
Okay. Yeah.
So
awesome.
210 if you love the deal. Now, if you don't love the deal, okay. Now, what you do is you'd finance this. I think I could get that pulled off. 25% down, right? So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 25% down on this deal. I'm going to finance 775. That's going to cost me times 6. Do you need to spend any money on fixing it?
No. Not that I can see. This is my first multifamily. This is my first multifamily. I'm kind of...
Okay, good. So watch this. This is going to be your debt on 775. 73 is the NOI, so he's going to make what, $27,350 on the deal? What did they put down? This is a much better deal.
210.
27,350 divided by 210, 11%, 13%, 13% return. And my man, I just made you an equal partner in the deal.
Whoa.
Now you ain't the bitch.
Right.
Okay? That's what I would do. I would not pay cash for a deal, by the way. I just tell nobody. What I would do is if those dudes have another 400 grand, 400 or 500 grand, or 600 grand, 700 grand, go buy you another $2 million deal. But get this deal done first. Again, it goes back to this. Do you love it? I like this deal. Okay? I try to get a discount on the price. You know, I might go in at 900. At 900, I like it even more. Now, I'm doing deals where if I ask for an $85,000 discount, they'll be like, dude, that is just stupid. I mean, what are you talking about? We're talking rounding errors, right? My legal fee will be 85 grand. I'm just saying. Next caller. Good luck with that deal, man. Let me know how that works.
You got William in D.C.
William, what's up?
What's going on, man? William Hayes, the college kid. How are you?
My man, dude. I love you, bro.
I sent Ryan over a property in Haslett, Texas.
250 units?
Yeah, 250 units. They're asking a little under $34 million. right 15 minutes away from Fort Worth, Texas. I wanted to see what you thought of it.
Brand new deal?
Yeah, brand new deal. I don't know if you guys have ever bought brand new deals before.
I mean, dude, look, I'm not buying brand new deals, okay? I don't want to be, I mean, I would, but I don't want to be.
You don't have to spend any money fixing them up. They got great amenities.
Well, kind of like that deal.
Come on, man.
No, okay, so this is a big deal though, bro. I mean, you kind of
yeah, I know. I didn't realize.
You're kind of throwing me off my show theme today.
Man.
But look, he's basically putting DBALB in my face. Okay, $33 million. $33 million. Where's that being advertised?
LoopNet.
That's shocking to me. There's something we don't know about this deal, bro. I'll tell you right now. That deal should not be on LoopNet.
That's why I brought it to your attention.
Huh?
That's why I brought it to your attention. You didn't know it yet.
There's something wrong with this deal, though. Okay, that deal should not be on LoopNet. The big deals don't end up on LoopNet. I'll just tell you, the little deals end up on LoopNet, or the big deals they got a little STD in them.
Where's that at? That's Haslett, Texas. So
that's college. That's college analogy.
Yeah. How far? Yeah. How far is that from Dallas? I think it's pretty far north of Fort Worth.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes from Fort Worth.
Yeah. So what's the NOI on the deal? Do you know?
They're asking.
I mean, look, the price per door is not terrible.
No.
I would buy something at $132 a door, brand new. I'm gonna actually look at this deal when we're done with the show. I'd like to stay on smaller deals though, that I can help people make sense of. No, that's all right, dude. But if you don't, is there an NOI showing on the deal? I got to know the NOI. Do you like the location?
Dude, it looks sweet, man.
No, but how far from Starbucks?
I don't know that one.
How far from Whole Foods?
I'm sure there'll be one close.
No, you don't know that though. See, you got to know. You guys got to know. You can't be doing research later. It's $30 million. How far from Walmart's, by the way? Other end of the spectrum, where's that closest Walmart's?
Right. I haven't done that research yet.
That's why I say, don't go to college. Because you guys don't know anything. William the college kid. I love that dude, by the way. If you're on Snapchat, you can find him at
Mayhew, Mayhew.
Follow him. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Who's next?
All
Steve?
Right, we got Steve in Texas.
Steve Huntley.
Steve Huntley, tell me about your deal, bud.
Hey, man. I'm in Amarillo, Texas.
I like it.
I got a deal for you.
Okay,
yeah.
Tell me. Give me the deal.
It's I sent it to Ryan if you want to take a look at it, but it's 1.175 million.
1.1 million.
It's 20 units.
20 units, 55,000 a door. I like that.
Yeah, so some other deal or some other info on it. I have the trailing 12.
Good.
And on the pro forma, he has 193,000.
No, I don't want the pro forma. Why don't we want the pro forma? Because that's the future. It's made up. It's not real. Somebody plugging in numbers. Just give me the history.
Right. So I guess real numbers on the trailing 12 for 2016 for income was 120,000.
Okay.
So my question to you is, at what price point does this make a good deal for me to purchase?
Okay. Do you like the location?
Yeah, we love it.
You love? Oh, see the difference in the answer. It's 1 mile from the highway to 1 mile. I love it. Felt like I was getting attacked right there. Okay. Okay. So what is he showing as expense his expenses?
Quick look.
Love this deal. Love the look of it. Love the look.
You do?
Love it immediately. Townhomes.
Okay. Looks rough.
His total expenses in 2016 were 68,000.
58,000.
68.
Whoa. So he's robbing his own deal. I'll tell you that right now. There's a single guy that owns his own deal. He's banging this so he doesn't pay income taxes. His taxes are not 68 grand. You can't. I mean, you can't even spend that much money.
Talk about I'm sorry. His total expenses were 68,000.
Oh, does that include his debt?
No, I think he owns it outright. We tried to ask. And
dude. Look, just trust me. I've seen 1,000 income statements without even seeing it. He's banging his expenses so he doesn't pay the IR and the S, which is cool. Okay. If I was him, I'd be banging it too. just banging. Because you can do that in real estate. You can bang, okay? Now, but this is what the expenses are going to really be on this deal. He is not going to spend more than $48 $8,000 a year on expenses. It's going to leave them with 52. Smaller deals don't cost as much to operate, okay? When you start getting to 300 unit deals, I have 30 acres of land to take care of. You understand? I got 30 acres of land. Imagine owning 30 acres where I-95 passes by. I got 30 acres and I got housing. I got 8 acres of freaking roofs.
Lakes.
I got 10 acres of land. I got 3 acres of lakes. I got swans flying in. Okay.
Huge parking lots.
You got stripes. When we fix the parking lot, it's going to cost $25,000 to fix the parking lot. All good, but it drives the expenses up. I got electricity and gas, and et cetera. Right. So watch this deal. What price? This dude's. You're overpaying for this deal, by the way. Let me see. 52,000. 52,000 divided by, that's the NOI, divided by 0.09. It's 577 a door. It's 577, okay? So let me just do it times your number, okay? 52,000. Why does he want so much money for it?
I don't know.
You know what he bought it for?
I tried to ask and he wouldn't give it.
Yeah, that's just stupid. That's just stupid, okay? So this deal is way overpriced, bro. It's a 4.7 cap, okay? On numbers, my numbers, which are better than his numbers.
Yeah, he's given a cap rate of 8.56.
Well, no, a cap rate, because that's the performer, right?
Yes.
So what are they saying? It's under rented?
Well, it does need the renovation, and one of the units needs a full reno.
Okay, no big deal. Let's assume that every unit needs a reno of $5,000.
Well, he's also saying your income's going to be, your top line's going to be $16K, which is $192,000.
Well, he's got. Okay.
I'm just looking at the OM.
So let me just do that. Okay, so I'm going to go back in and do the rents. $120,000 is what he's making. I'm going to go to the history. I will look at his performer here in a second, but let's just look at the income, right? Income controls the value of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Income controls the value of the deal, right? Income controls the value of the deal. Expenses can only get so high unless you're making stuff up. Unless you're stupid, put a playground in, let's go put a dog park in, let's put another swimming pool, whatever. You could get stupid, but nobody's going to get stupid like that. You got to control the income. So 120 divided by 20 divided by 12, $120,000. Divided by 20 units, divided by 12. This is without a doubt the best show. On Mondays.
Times 12?
Divided by 12.
Oh.
So they're getting $500 of rent. Now, can I get these rents to $800 a month? In that market?
Yeah, well, I do have the rent roll, and he is getting some $800, some $700,
Good.
$600 on them.
Is the location good enough to get $800 a month in rent?
Yes.
Now, this changes the story, okay? If I could get $300 a month, but the problem is, first of all, you don't need to pay this even if it can.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to pay that, okay? What you need to do is go pound this guy. If you love the deal, you go in and say, dude, I'm going to close in 30 days. Here's a check for $900,000, okay? I'll give it to you in 30 days. And then you got 30 days to figure out how to get the money, or 45 days. You're not going to have a bunch of people running at this thing anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just do the math on 300. 300 unit, if I can get another $300 a unit, times 20, times 12, times 90% of the time, I would pull that off. I would increase the NOI by $64,000. Okay, when I change the rent from $500 a month to $800 a month, oh, by the way, notice the difference in scale when we talk about 20 units. I start getting enough money to say, hey, I might want to keep this deal. Right? There's enough money left over.
Yeah.
So I could add $64,000. When I raise the rents, does it cost more to operate the property?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
Okay, so now I got $116,000 in NOI. 116 divided by, I'm going to divide it by the total price. Watch what I'm going to do to negotiate this deal. Now it's 11 cap. Okay, if I can get it to do this, I'm willing to pay 1.1 And maybe one of the ways you go into the deal with the dude is you're like, dude, I'll pay you your 1-1. I'll pay you your 1-1. Watch this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to invest $100,000 in your project. Okay, I'm going to invest $100,000 of my money in your project. And I'm going to fix the units up, and I'm going to validate whether we can get this or not. And when I do, I'll give you the 1-1.
Okay.
So I'd give him $100,000. I'd have a contract written by a lawyer. We're going to spend $100,000, and we have the option to take your property down at that 1-1 mark. He's going to say, nah, dude, I don't want to do all that. I don't want you fixing my property. I don't want you doing that. Hell, if it was going to be that, I would have done that, right? And then he's going to negotiate with you probably to around $900,000. You're going to spend your 1, and now you stole the deal, okay? Because that's an 11 cap, right? So I just took a deal. I just took a deal that's a 4 cap, and because you're willing to invest money, you follow what I'm doing here?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. And by the way, what does he care? He's been in the place probably 18 years. Find out when he bought this deal. I bet he's been in this deal 12 to 18 years. He doesn't have any money in anymore. It's paid for. He don't care if it takes another 7 or 8 months to get his money, particularly if he gets all his money. Okay. Look, I'll pay you the 1-1. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend $100,000 to fix it. I want an option to buy the property for 1-1. I'm gonna be reading him right now. If he's digging on, I'm gonna be like, yeah, 1-1 with my 1. That means I give you $1 million. I got the honey in it. Okay, I do all the work, by the way. Worst thing that happens here is what? 7, 8 months from now, you got your place rehabbed. Mm-hmm. Now I'm watching him now to say, and I get my 100 back, or maybe not. Maybe that's all I put at risk here. Takes money to make money, folks. Okay. But let me tell you what, it takes more than money. Yeah. It takes freaking cojones. Somebody got to throw it down. And to throw it down, to take risk, you need to know. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know this is a good deal. It's never about how little you can pay. It's about how much you know about what you can do to this property. And by the way, if you could pull this off, bro, let me tell you what you could make on this deal. If you get to that 116, fix it, make it look good, and then I bring it back to the market and offer it to a dentist. I say, give me $1,657,000 and you pick up $500,000.
Yeah, that was our plan. That's
what that deal's worth. That deal's worth $1,600,000 once it achieves this number. Mm-hmm. Folks, we're talking about little deals and how to make big money. You're watching Grant Cardone on Real Estate Investing Made Simple. The best show. The best show. I'm not talking about the best show on the internet. I'm talking about the best show in the damn world. Matt Lauer, Oprah. Who else is on Mondays, man? Today's Show, Good Morning America, GMA. GMA, I'm taking your market from you. I'm showing people how to make money rather than how to take drugs. Okay, let's take the next caller.
All right, you got Dan in Boynton Beach.
Dan, what you got over there in Boynton Beach, by the way? We're collectors.
Hello.
We collectors in Boynton Beach, dog. We just bought a deal in Boynton Beach. Okay? How big's that deal we bought in Boynton? Ryan, how big's that deal we bought in Boynton?
Boynton Beach, 192.
Okay, we bought 192 units in Boynton Beach, okay? When we bought it, it was paying us 5%. Watch this little trick, folks. We've increased the rent, average increase there. Ryan, average increase in Boynton.
150.
$150 a unit. Watch the math, folks. Watch the math. Okay, that's why I say this number. You need scale. 150 times 192. Oops. 192 times 150. Oops. 192 times 150 times 12 times 90. $311,000 of new income. Net income. You understand? Divide that by cap rate. Pick any cap rate. I paid a 5. If I even go higher,
5 cap. 6.2.
So I made $6,220,000. This is called forced appreciation. I forced appreciation into the property. I didn't wait for time to get it for me. I forced it because I spent money there. Now, what did we spend there to get there? We spent $850,000 on a roof. We're going to spend $250,000 on the clubhouse, and we're going to spend about $5,000 per unit, right?
3K.
Okay, 3K per unit.
Yep.
Times 192 units. That's $600,000. Okay, seems like big numbers, right? I spent what, 800? I spent $1.6 million to make $6 million in 5 months. Would you do that? No, you wouldn't. You don't have the experience. You don't have the experience, man, that says, I'm running up against for sure. I'm not, this isn't, look, if I know the last two cards in the deck are an ace and a king, and I know they're coming my way, I'm betting everything I have. The problem in real estate, you guys don't know the last two cards in the deck. You're still playing by the book. You're like, oh no, it says not to do this. If I have a 16, and I know the next card's a 5 of diamonds, I'm hitting the card. I don't care what is showing on his hand. I'm hitting because I know I'm not making a bet, okay? We knew when we walked into this deal, worst case, I make 5% on my money. That's 10 times what the bank pays me in Miami. 10 times what my money makes at Fidelity. I'm like, okay, I'm willing to go there. I like the location, I like the property, I like the bones, great concrete block, stable neighborhood, blue collar jobs, economy goes this way, economy goes great, their income doesn't change. Economy goes down, their income doesn't change. I make 5% worst case. Now let's go do our work. That's called the value add or forced appreciation. Now, what was your question, bro? Because you got me jacked up.
Hello?
Yep, go ahead, man. I just ran over him.
let me pick him off the ground really quick.
What's that show on Showtime, man? The what's the dude's name? The
Billionaire?
The detective in L.A. The badass dude, man. Y'all don't know that show on Showtime?
No.
Ray Donovan, man. That's what Ray does when he gets in a jam. He just runs over people.
So who's on?
Dan and Boyd and Beach.
He's got to start talking for something to happen.
Hey, Dan.
If he don't talk, I'll talk.
Yeah.
Dan, what's
Hello,
up?
Mr. Cardone. How are you?
Come on, man. Get your game on, dog.
All right. Yeah. Hey, I emailed you on some advice. I own 5 acres out on Military Trail in Boynton, not too far from Heron Point.
Yep.
And
it's called Heroes Point. We called it Heroes Point. It was named Heron Point, and we just took off the N because I was told I can't use the N word. So I dropped the N. I'm all anti-N now, and I'm like, Hero Point is a better name anyway.
Well, that's the place to be. My question is, the 5 acres I own here in Boynton Beach, appraised probably for about 1.5 about 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And I have some equity, and I'm interested in your advice on what do you think of me using that equity to buy some real estate and leverage this property.
Man, why don't you just sell it, bro?
I'm thinking about that too. That's why I called you.
Yep.
Just sell the whole thing. Here's the reason why I don't like leverage on land. I like leverage, by the way. I just don't like leverage on land.
That has no cash flow.
On land, unless, I mean, you got crops on it or something. You got like figs.
I have a tree and landscape company. I have a nursery on it.
Yeah, I know you got. Do you have one animal on it?
Yes, I do.
You have one cow on it, don't you?
A pig.
A pig. So he put one pig on it because under the Florida law, if he has one pig, at least one pig, one animal on his property, you don't have to pay what?
Don't know.
Property taxes.
Consider what, a farm?
Really?
Yeah.
Agriculture, yeah.
So this dude, he was so confused, he's like, I'm going to go get a girlfriend. Okay, dude, I wouldn't leverage this. Why? Because the land doesn't produce income, okay? Even if it's got dates on it, pecan trees, or you don't know. You don't know if it's going to, I mean, we're not in Alabama, so it probably doesn't have any pecan trees on it. But if it's in Florida, it might have some what? Oranges. Avocados. I doubt it. Okay, you ain't got no mangoes. There's no mangoes. Okay, so I don't know, dude. Either you got to get that land to produce income, stable, producible, predictable income, or just sell it, get your money. Okay, if it was worth $1.2 million 12 years ago, I don't know. Maybe it's worth. Who knows? I mean, it might still be worth $1.2 million.
Yeah, there's some comps in the area recently that have been about 1.5.
Yeah, I mean, look, land doesn't go up that much. Why? It doesn't have the income.
Yeah.
Right? So it's got somebody's going to come in and take a risk on it. They're not going to know what they can do with it. But this would be the time to sell it. If you're ever going to get, dude, if you're ever going to get maximum dollars, first of all, maximum dollars would be a buyer.
Yes.
Not maximum amount. You got to have a buyer, okay? So if you were ever thinking about selling this piece of land, by the way, you have been, sell the land. Because it's not going to get better than it is right now. And if it does, it'll be 10 or 15, 20 years in the future. So I'd get that $1 million. How much you owe on it?
About just under 5.
So I'd get that 700 grand. I'd sell the property as fast as I could and get that 700 grand and either go buy a deal worth $2.5 million that has income on it. You already improved your situation. You went from a piece of land at $1.2 million to apartments that have income at $2.5 million, or you take this 700 grand, okay, invest it with me, and I'm going to put it to buy a deal probably worth $40 million.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, and then what do you do for work?
I own a tree and landscape business.
Yeah, so you get to focus on your tree and landscape business and keep making money, because I don't do trees and landscape. I might hire you to come do my apartments in Houston, where you can't buy, by the way, because you're not there.
Gotcha.
But you could do a deal with me because you're an investor with me now. By the way, we'd love to buy our palm trees from investors.
Awesome.
We'd love to do our landscaping with investors. So you do your landscape thing, and I'll go buy apartments in markets that are still producing cash flow. That's the problem with everybody that's watching right now. You can't invest outside your zip code. I'm talking about your zip code. I'm talking about the prefix on your phone number. Within blocks of where you live, you should not be investing outside of that unless you're investing with somebody that you know knows what the hell they're doing. So I can go to the 713 or the 805 or the 212 or the 304 or the 305 or the 301. See, I can make moves. I can go to the Bahamas, right? I can go to the Mississippi even though I wouldn't. Doesn't make any sense, man. Ain't nobody moving to Mississippi in the next 20 years. People in Mississippi trying to get out of Mississippi, man. They can't wait to miss it. The people in Tennessee, they're like, oh, I love Tennessee. Yeah, till January and February. And then you're thinking Miami is the place we ought to be. So they packed up their bags and they moved to Miami. Yes, sir. Let's talk to him.
I got Craig in Texas.
Craig in the TX. This is our best real estate show ever, guys. The best one. I'm starting to get my rhythm. I can feel it.
Hey, Craig, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Dude, when you say you're from Texas, why don't you just say you're from planet Earth?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that would get me now I would still have some idea where you are. I would have as much chance of picking where you live right now, saying Texas, as if you said basically the Milky Way.
All right. So if you're on a roll, now.
So hey, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Dude,
Yeah, he is.
So we know you're in West Texas.
No.
How far west are you?
If you draw a line straight from south from Austin and draw a line from Houston to San Antonio, I'm at the crossheads.
Well, you're at the crossheads. I'm at the crosshairs. Okay, what's your deal? What's your deal?
I got a nine apartment deal.
He's got a what?
9 unit?
9 unit.
Did he call it a 9 popper?
No, I don't know what he did.
9 apartment.
9 apartments.
9 apartments.
Okay, you got 9 units. Yep.
For $595,000.
Okay.
The NOI is 105,462.
Well, how much again? 105?
62.
105?
462.
Okay.
Expenses 61,296.
Are these little gray buildings with a little white front?
Yes.
Okay.
So number one, dude, do you love the deal? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I know the deal because I live there.
Oh, you listed it.
No, he lives there.
No, I live in there.
Oh, you live there. How do you like it?
It's good. It's built in 2013.
Okay. There's a 17
Cap
cap.
loan.
There's a 17 cap, folks. Okay, and if you don't know what a cap rate is by now, you're definitely not ready to invest in real estate. Okay? So if this is real, okay, the first thing, anytime I see anything over an 8 cap, much less double an 8 cap. No offense, man. What's the dude's name?
His name is
Craig.
Craig.
How much of this building is on government programs?
None. It's I've met the guy who owns it.
Okay, none. Okay, good. How much of the building you excluded is on some type of drug?
Some type of drug now.
Really?
Well, the NOI.
No. Hang on, man. Hang on. I'm trying to pin in on the location. Where is it? Where is this place?
Sorry, I must mistaken. That's the gross operating income.
Gonzales? What is it?
Okay. Gonzales, Texas.
105 is the gross operating income.
Oh.
You got me all excited.
You got me bad data.
So gross operating income 105, and then total expenses is 61,000.
Okay, good. So now we're down to 50,000. I mean, I plugged it in before you gave it to me, right? So
cap,
it's 40,
cap rate 7.4.
40,000, huh? So, 40,000. We got a 7 cap.
Yep.
7 cap, right? Okay, good. Now I got to know. Okay, but you guys all got a lot of good data out of that, right? Anything over a 7 or 8, you got to be like suspect city. What's going on? Okay. So okay, man. Any chance? What are you paying a rent? What does your rent there cost you?
Mine is 1 bedroom, 1 bath. It's $950.
Wow, that's a nice neighborhood. Okay, so now.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because if you're paying $950 on your pro forma, you've got $1,250 for a 1 bedroom.
Pro forma means somebody. Well, he's saying, no, not him. Somebody else is saying we can get these rents to $1,250 a month. Would you pay another?
That's what they was.
Huh?
If you go to the website, this was a all boom town.
Sure.
And that's what it was at the max.
What is that?
That's what it was at its max. It was at $1,250.
Yeah. Why did it come down?
Because the oil field went away.
They started letting those freaking out of the country people living in the town.
That's right.
You know, everything was cool when the Texans were there, and then they started letting Australians in, the UK.
So Craig, what's the real number? What's the real gross income number?
So
that is the
105. The 105
it's
is
all
the true number now.
It's all made up, right? Because it's not $1,250. If he's
but
paying
look, let's say I get another.
No,
let's just no. Let's say.
I looked at. He gave me the taxes on what you see is 130.
Okay.
The gross operating income.
Okay. So look. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the rest of the talking now. 32 grand. If you could get another $300 a month, 9 times, 100% of the time across the board, you would produce another $32,000, and I would buy this deal all day long. Okay, I would buy this deal myself, except for one reason. Only reason I wouldn't buy the deal.
It's too small.
It's too small. It's just 7 units. Yeah. But if I'm getting started, dude, and this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to have $72,000. I paid $595. I'm doing that deal. Okay, I'm gonna get 70 grand. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably go write a check for the place. Here's 600 grand. I'm gonna go fix the deal. I'm gonna wait 3 or 4 months, get this extra rent right here. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do with this deal. Okay, is I'm gonna go back to the bank and say, hey, dude, look, I get $72,000 of income after all expenses. Okay, and they're going to be like, okay, this guy doesn't really know what he's doing, so we'll give him an 8 cap. 72,000 divided by 0.08. It's worth 900 grand. Okay, we'll give him a loan for, the bank would be like, he's never done it before. We'll give him a loan for 600,000. 600 grand costs $36,000 a year. Okay, produces 72. I don't have any money in the deal anymore. You understand? They say, hey, it's worth 900. We'll lend him 600. That's more than you paid. I have no money in the deal. I own it now and I make 36 grand. My income is 72,000. My debt's 36,000. I make $36,000 a year and my investment is 0. That's why they call me the hero of real estate investing, okay? Now, would you invest no money, but a lot of time, energy, and some risk? With a plan laid out, like my boy Coach Michael Burt says, have a monster producer plan, systems in place, know where you're going, okay? Execute your plan, have your team in place, dude. This is what it takes to make money in the real estate game. You can't make that kind of money with a book deal. Your first book deal, they are not going to pay you 900 grand. It's not going to happen. Your third book deal, they're not going to pay you 900 grand. Your fifth book deal, unless you killed it, most of your businesses out there won't make 900 grand. Look, I just invested. This is why I love real estate. I invested 600 grand and made myself $36,000 a year for the rest of my life. Forever. For what, 10 years, 20 years? Might have made more money than you could make at any job for the rest of your life. Hey, my name's Grant Cardone. Look, if you want to learn how to do these deals, email Ryan at CardoneCapital.com. If you don't have the time, you got the money, you got the love for real estate, you want the passive income, you want the positive cash flow every month, you want the appreciation that's possible. If you love the real estate game but don't have the time, but you have the money, check out CardoneCapital.com. We are taking investors in Cardone Capital. It's a $40 million fund, 6% preferred return. And then I send you a little bonus out at Christmas because we distribute all the leftover cash. I'll be your new Santa Claus. That's right. Everybody needs a good Italian Santa Claus. And then me and you are going to be on a ride for appreciation so we can make some real money over the next 5, 10, or 12 years. I look forward to partnering with you at Cardone Capital. If you have a landscaping business, an asphalt business, a roof business, if you sell insurance, if you're in the real estate space and you want to play with me, I would love to buy your services because we like to do business with our partners. My name's Grant Cardone. Every Monday, Real Estate Investing Made Simple with Real Estate Ryan, also known as Captain Ryan. If you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe. Hate me if you need to, but come on out and post it in comments. Don't be a freaking hater and a coward. Come on out, okay? Appreciate you watching the whole show, even if you hate me this long. That just makes you a ding-dong, okay? So look, if you're on iTunes or Scritcher, stitch it and spitch it, okay? Thanks for watching today, and good luck in your real estate investments.